Thank you so much for joining. I feel like there's a lot to get through. So first of all, for our audience who may not know, can you give us a little bit of background as to who you are and what exactly it is that you do?
Yeah, first, I'm so happy to be here. And so, Lady Roza, a young lady who joined the radio 2 years ago, NBC radios. And I studied in Baghdad. I finished my education there. I was an engineer. And then by chance, I joined NBC radios and
the rest is history. That's amazing. How do you go from engineering? Was that your passion? What was your passion growing up?
So basically, when I was a teenager, I used to work on Photoshop. And when I joined IT engineering, I thought like they will teach me more about it. And then it was, ta-da, it's more serious, you know?
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's more serious and it's more complicated than what I thought. And once I graduated, then I've never worked as an engineer. This is the thing. But I started working like for 2 months just to get experience, and then they called me, NBC. Hi Roza, would you join us? I said, yeah, okay, let me see.
What a phone call to get. But so were you doing a little bit of work experience with them? How did they know about you?
Okay, so I worked for a few months in a company in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
And I was managing the project with NBC. And then they saw me, I'm like so positive, I talk a lot. And they just they said like, you're perfect for this
the
position.
Golden call.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, let me see.
Let me just check my schedule.
Yeah, at the beginning. And then I was so happy, like it's a big thing.
True. And was that directly going into your own show, Alam Mudak, or was that going into a different type of role?
Okay, so first it was a month. I present another show just to test me, and then Alam Mudak, just the big show.
Wow.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia. And now I'm presenting another show.
Amazing.
Called The Trend.
The Trend, that's interesting.
Gossips, stars, social media, everything.
Amazing. And that's all with NBC, like such a mammoth company to be working with.
Yes.
But you're going in, and for anyone who kind of gets inspiration from you, maybe they want a similar career. Was it challenging starting off? Like, are these shows live, by the way?
Yes. For Alam Mudak was 3 hours, and 3 hours standing on the mixer and presenting. I'm a sound engineer as well. Like to be honest, let me say this: when I joined NBC, I didn't know anything at all, from zero to hero. Preparing my show, the content, the ads, the music, everything. They teach me everything.
Wow,
yeah.
That's incredible.
So I'm a director as well.
And so when you're live, like, have there already been like any favorite moments or any kind of like a moment when something didn't quite go right? Like, what's your most memorable moment being live?
So basically, I was interviewing a star, and then
who?
I don't want to answer. And then
we'll get it after.
I was talking to him, and the interview was showing on the TV as well. So I was talking to him, and then the moment of silence. I was like, I can't talk anymore. Yeah, it happened, and then moment of silence for a few seconds, and then khalas.
It was a nervous moment.
Yeah, it was a nervous. I couldn't say anything. You know, it happens, right?
100%. Oh God, it happens all the time. But the thing is, I think we're more aware of it, and then you look back, and it's not actually as obvious to the audience as it might be to you.
Yeah. Because to be honest, being a radio presenter is like being an octopus. You have so many hands. You have the preparation, the cameras, the mixer, the ads, the log. You have to do lots of things, and even the listeners, the calls, you have to control everything at the same time. And especially when you have a guest in the studio, it will be more nervous to talk to him, to look at him, to interact with him, and to do everything. So Yeah,
A
it
100
happened at the beginning.
Especially when it's a one-woman show, and I don't think people sometimes see that. But as well as being in radio, you're also a content creator, you're a stylist. Where is the real passion for you? Like, where do you see yourself?
So as I told you, when I was a teenager, I used to do designs on Photoshop, and I love this, even creating videos. So when I joined the college, I felt like I'm getting back in the States. So once I...
Where did you grow up, by the way?
In Baghdad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was the scene there for fashion and style and trending?
No, at all. My mom and dad want me to be a doctor, and I refused. So like, I want to be an engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a bad decision at that time, but whatever, I could make it, to do what I want and what I love. When I come to Dubai, I felt like this is what I want. This is what I really want to do. I get a laptop. Let's do it. Start to do my hobbies, my passion, and yeah.
And are your parents okay with your radio presenting now?
Yes.
They're good now.
I feel more fresh. You know, when you do what you love, you feel more confident, more fresh. Even your face, your expressions, you feel like more beautiful.
You found what you want to do.
Yes.
A lucky girl. But interesting, looking at your Instagram, guys, if you check out Lady Roza on Instagram, some of your looks, it's not just like it's fashion, like they're just phenomenal. So I have two that are going to come up on screen now, and I'd like you to just tell us about them, because they look very high fashion. I want to know the story behind them. So the first one, and they'll be able to see it on Facebook, so if you're watching on Instagram, please check on Facebook. This look.
Oh, I love this. It's a mermaid, yeah?
Okay, well, it's like a black tie mermaid, right?
Yeah. So this is the dress. How does it look? So when I'm standing, it looks sexy, but in this angle and this pose, it looks like a mermaid, and this is how you should show this dress, to be honest.
And was it with a fashion brand, or what was the purpose of posting it?
Yeah, it was with Zina Zakid.
Okay.
She's an Iraqi designer. So we was working on something, and we come up with this amazing photo.
Amazing. Yeah. So this is one, and kind of another one that's maybe a little bit more whimsical. Is this?
Oh, I love this
butterfly
yeah, I love
creation.
This. So basically, my nickname in NBC, it's NBC Butterfly. They see me as a butterfly because I'm like so positive. I go from here and here. And,
oh wow!
Yeah, so I designed this. I add the wings for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Incredible. And where did you wear it?
This was the Emmy Gala.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's, by the way, it's not real wings.
Well,
it looks like fabric.
I don't think you're going to fly, but what do you mean?
It's the main and the original photo without the wings. I did this.
Okay.
Yeah,
sneaky. It's incredible. So you worked together, and even the gown itself, though, is super stunning. And who designed the gown?
Hamda Al-Fahim. She's a local designer.
So if you can see all of her looks, obviously styling and fashion is a big part of what you do as well.
Yeah.
How much of your time do you give towards fashion?
Oh my God.
What?
Lots. Sometimes I feel it's a headache. I don't want to do this, but it's something in my blood.
What do you mean? What do you mean it takes a lot of your time? Like, how does it take your time?
Searching for clothes, for looks, and having a new ideas, a new fashion styles. This is what take lots of time, and having lots of clothes in your closet, it's
I see your face. You're like, I really want to see a photo. Can we get a photo and add here of your closet?
Okay.
Because that would be
she can.
I could just see your eyes being like, it's a lot. I'd love to see your closet one day. That'd be so good. Take a video and send it to us.
Inshallah.
Favorite designer?
Favorite designer? Lots. So Elisa.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
I love
Amazing.
her.
People that look at your journey, I think it can be very inspirational for people who are looking at a job in media. But it's interesting about the fashion that although your Instagram feed is amazing, now we know that it doesn't come easy. It takes many, many, many hours to get those looks. Any tips or advice that you give to anyone who's looking to jump industry? Because from engineering into media is like a whole thing, and you've obviously started from the ground up. What advice would you give to someone?
I would say follow your passion and do what you have to do. Work hard, be patient. This is the main thing. Like don't be disappointed from the first time, from the first step. No, work hard and fight for what you want.
Amazing. And do you have in terms of what you want and fighting for it, do you have a 5-year plan? Do you have a 10-year plan? Do you know where you want to see yourself?
No. To be honest, when I see what I've done, I feel like it's by chance. It's like God plan. You know, I've never planned for anything. I've never.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just the road that may.
Just be positive and work hard, and people will see what you're doing. The right people, like, let's say.
The right people. Guys, that is Lady Roza. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And if people want to listen to your show or if they want to follow you, how can they do that?
Basically, they can follow me at Roza Insta, my Instagram, TikTok. And my show is live on NBC Radio's app.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Stay safe, stay safe and wash your hands. Bye-bye.